What's going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K24 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel's sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. I'll leave the link in the video description below. Be sure to use the code when you click that link, BeerGut, at checkout. You'll save yourself 10% on your order. Perfect stocking stuffer for your loved ones. It is a phenomenal product. There's no crashing out because it is made with green coffee bean extract. I swear by it. It tastes delicious. They had a couple new flavors come out. One of them being Grandpa's Dentures. I am a little curious to try that. I did order it. It should be here Friday. I definitely will let you guys know how it is. Be sure to check out the series playlist for this series. I'll leave it posted up in the top right-hand corner right here. We drop this down to once a week on the channel. We're trying to incorporate other content into this channel, so I definitely am excited about where this thing is going. You want to check out more combat sports stuff on the channel? I'm going to post the UFC 5 Mike Tyson career up on the channel. We did have a little bit of a problem. My Xbox got a little bit hot the last time, so we are going to be restarting the whole thing. It completely crashed. It still works perfectly, so we're going to be starting brand new on that starting this Sunday night. I know I have been holding off on, or I have not been doing the scheduled stuff that I have promised to do. Unfortunately, when I came back from vacation, I did feel a little ill, head cold, all that kind of stuff. So just was not super motivated to get content pushed out, and I did not want to suffer, or I did not want my content to suffer because of my illness. So we are back in the saddle again. We're going to have an awesome event here tonight, headlined by Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt in a no-holds-barred match. And here we go. Your opener, it is going to be Alexa Bliss versus Thea Hale. Should be a decent to good matchup. Second match on the card, LA Knight taking on Logan Paul. Should be another decent match. Your semi-main event in a tables match for the Raw Tag Team titles. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes taking on JD McDonough, Finn Balor. Epic night of tag team wrestling. And in the main event, a no-holds-barred match, Roman Reigns taking on Bray Wyatt. Should be a solid card. Should inch us closer to that number one spot in the in the standings. Sorry, a little bit of a brain fog there. I ran out of my Dubby Energy, and obviously have not felt the same. And it's been crazy. It's been a crazy couple weeks. I've been sick. Of course, when you get around 10,000 people, and I'm you're bound to get sick. So I still went to work and everything, but unfortunately just was not feeling up to doing content. I will never sacrifice the content to just push it out for you guys. So took a little bit of a break after vacation, got myself where I need to be, and we are here. We're going to get this thing started. It is going to be an absolute slobber knocker of a night here as Alexa Bliss taking on Thea Hale. I am a huge fan of both women, even though Thea Hale has been used more or less as an enhancement talent to the bigger stars. She still does her thing. I don't know if she's going to stick around throughout the whole year. I have a couple moves lined out in my head, and hopefully everything comes to fruition. I like the way this roster is set up. I think I did a very good job. I liked last year's roster too, the season 1 roster. I think we finally got where I need to be with my roster. I think we are going to make a late season charge and take over the number 1 spot. Remember, guys, we are going to wrap this thing up at 2 seasons. I know this thing started kind of late. I have mentioned in the past, I had some problems going on in the personal life when I did the first MyGM mode. Finally got things under control, and we are back. We're better than ever, but I want to wrap this thing up because I do want to do some other things. Potentially a live stream of something a little, I wouldn't say obscure, but I liked this particular wrestling game, but it is not one of the higher rated wrestling games. We'll leave it at that. I will not tell you what it is. It is going to be a surprise until the day it drops, and it's going to be a fun time. I also have a couple other things that I want to do. Maybe, I've got so many ideas floating around in this big-ass head of mine that I want to try and bring you guys as much content as possible. Now, unfortunately, we did cut one of the series off at the legs because, and we'll discuss that at the end of the video, but we're going to get this matchup underway, and referee calls for the bell. Alexa Bliss whiffs on the drop kick, and Thea Hale with a forearm to the back. Alexa Bliss gets a little bit of oxygen right there, and now the opening that she's looking for. Oh my God, Alexa starting off strong. What does this have in store? The arm wringer, and now working on the arm, potentially setting up for a submission. And forearm to the face, but Thea Hale not giving up. Not so fast. Arm drag from the wheelbarrow position, and then hits the running dropkick. Thea Hale down. The knees roll through moonsault. Knees first in the abdomen. And now, what is Alexa Bliss doing? Twisted Bliss! Oh my God! Rope break, not even worth the referee's time. Thea Hale gets a breath of air. What was that? Alexa Bliss had everything scouted. And the roll through package pin got the leg hooked. That's going to be a 3 count. Alexa Bliss stole that victory from Thea Hale. I don't know if I would say steal, but the roll-up victory, not exactly dominating for a former women's world champion. Words, I tell you, sometimes they can be hard. What a disappointing loss for Miss Thea Hale. And I can't believe it. We are going to move on to the next matchup. LA Knight, yeah, taking on freaking LA Knight's going to be taking on Logan Paul, former YouTube sensation, quote-unquote retired professional wrestler, Logan Paul. LA Knight, man. I wonder, and this is just me completely going off the script of the wrestling, I wonder if LA Knight, if they have bigger plans for LA Knight now that he is no longer the US champ. Like, I don't know, maybe win the Royal Rumble. Who knows? There could be a lot of things that could happen with Mr. LA Knight. I'm a huge fan of his. He's a very talented wrestler, I think. Not the most technically savvy. And again, I don't mean that as in a disrespect to Mr. LA Knight, but god damn, he's more of a character, and I enjoy that about him. That's why I like him. I wouldn't say he's good enough to get the job done. That's all that matters. Logan Paul, who had potentially one of the best rookie years in all of wrestling. I think, he made sporadic appearances a couple years ago, but showed up at WrestleMania, had a good match against Seth Rollins. He wrestled Roman Reigns. He's had a good, one of the longer reigning U.S. champions in recent memory, at least for me. It's really cool. I would like to see him come back, but I guess we'll see what happens. I feel like it's just for him. They're using that as a way to build up heel heat for when he does come back. I know he did just have a child. Congratulations to him. I don't know. I like Logan. I know he's done some very crappy things in the past, but I enjoy his character work. That's the most important thing when it comes to wrestling. His character work. As the referee rings the bell, and we're going to start off, Logan Paul gets hit with a big boot to start this thing, but takes the leg out of LA Knight. Misses the splash. LA Knight and Logan Paul get into their feet at the same time. What a shot by LA Knight, and a clothesline in the corner. Hits the knee, running knee, and Logan Paul really working over LA Knight really working over Logan Paul, as I say, that hip toss. And now the stomping camel clutch. That is what I will refer to that move from now on. And Logan Paul with the fist to the face. And now charging off the ropes, goes for another splash, but misses it. LA Knight not done, not by a long shot. LA Knight starting to find his groove in the ring as he hits a running big boot. But Logan Paul takes him down with the clothesline. Misses the corkscrew elbow drop. Logan Paul gets dropped with the neck breaker. And the big boot busts open Logan Paul. Logan Paul rolling out to the apron. And now he's taking his shots. Logan Paul back in the ring. Reversal into the corner where the turnbuckle is exposed. Heel tactics. Misses the splash for the third time. You'd think he'd stop going for that move at this point. Will never miss that big boot. The knee drop to the side of the head. Hits the neck breaker. And now LA Knight up. Looking for a move. Turnabout's fair play. Gets the back into the exposed steel turnbuckle. And drops Logan Paul right on his back. He's got the leg hook. Referee distracted. Reapplying the turnbuckle. And what the heck happened? Gut wrench suplex. Logan Paul. Roll up. LA Knight got the legs hooked. And he steals it from Logan Paul. What a move. What a match by these two competitors. LA Knight moving up the rankings. Potentially could get some form of title shot here in the near future. I can't believe how well this has gone so far. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of laughs. Had some good wrestling on the channel. I am glad. I don't know if I agree with that 1.5-star rating. I'm glad that y'all have let me come on or y'all have joined this ride. Semi-main event time. Tag team championships on the line as Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams taking on the Judgment Day. Gonna be interesting, I think. In a tables match, who knows what's gonna happen? These two teams have had a war since the start of season number 2. I can't even be mad at it because both teams have really brought it. They've really brought out the best in each other as Carmelo Hayes makes his way to the ring. That title does look huge on him, though. I do hope that's one thing that 2K25 does fix, is the title belts not looking so ridiculously big. It is a cool looking title. Not a fan of them at first, but They grew on me, and I'm glad they did update the tag titles. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad they did. I'm kind of going back to the retro look, especially with the SmackDown tag titles, as Trick Williams makes his way to the ring. Now, guys, I want you guys to sound off. If you are here at this point, sound off. Who is your favorite professional wrestler, past or present? I will give you mine. It is... Don't laugh. Well, I wouldn't say it's gonna laugh. Sting. Sting was always my favorite. Growing up, I grew up outside of Philadelphia. I remember it. I was born in 1987. I think the first time I actually remember watching wrestling is 1990, and Sting, obviously flat top crew cut. Sting, multicolored face paint. The surfer Sting. Just was so cool for a young beer gut. And I'd also like to throw a shout out to the Steiner brothers. Just how great, they were sound as a tag team. That's why I am such a big fan of tag team wrestling in general. Tag teams in general. Just absolutely love them. I feel like tag team wrestling is such an exciting thing, as we have the Judgment Day make their way to the ring. It's weird. The Steiners were great. I love Demolition. I love... now, granted, I didn't get exposed to Demolition until later in life. But that's the same with the... Well, I wouldn't say the Road Warriors, because they were in WCW in the mid-90s. Came back to WWF in the 97-ish. So, the Road Warriors were definitely up there. It's just, there were so many great tag teams, and I feel like the Judgment Day could potentially be one of them. Again, just a little sidebar thing. I want you guys to sound off who your favorite wrestlers are. Promise, will not laugh at you. Wrestling is wrestling to a guy, to me. If you like what you like, don't be a dick about it. Stolen from Brian Zane, and I absolutely love his content. I ain't even gonna lie. Love it. And here we go. Sorry, just making sure my beard doesn't have any weird hairs going on. Been growing this thing out for almost a year now. Well, I shaved it at one point, but I brought it back maybe about 6, 7. I shaved it once just because it was getting too much to deal with, and now look at where we're at. It's great, great look. And we're going to get this thing started. It is just going to be an exciting match. These two teams, as Trick Williams gets hit with the Spanish Fly, but Carmelo Hayes able to save it. And a Uranagi slam on Finn Balor. There is a table in the ring. I don't know what the heck Trick Williams was thinking there, but what a counter. Drops the elbow on Finn Balor. Kick to the face. Trick Williams got the chair on the outside. And another Uranagi by Carmelo. Finn Balor is in trouble here. JD McDonough dominating Trick on the outside. And it looks like we are going to have 2-on-1 action. But Trick Williams able to get up quickly. And a side Russian leg sweep. Reversal and the forearm to the face. And a DDT on the ring apron. Now Carmelo Hayes got the table, but Finn Balor cuts him off. And JD McDonough, Trick Williams battling on the outside as Finn Balor gets hit with another neck breaker. I feel like the foot should have hit Finn in the back of the head as Carmelo Hayes just gets tossed out. What the heck is going on here? And now the lockup. And, oh God, Finn Balor. Finn Balor and JD McDonough in some trouble here. Judgment Day are your new tag team champions. Kind of an interesting finish because I would have thought that sleeper drop would have not hit anywhere close, but what are you going to do, guys? It's been a lot of fun calling this so far. We have one more match to go on tonight's event. I feel like it is going to be a solid one. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt have chemistry from in the past. Bray Wyatt is your current World Heavyweight Champion, and Roman Reigns looking to dethrone him. And Roman's got a great entrance, but I feel like Bray has the best entrance in wrestling. Again, sorry, words, they are difficult from time to time. I get a little tongue-tied because I got stuff running through my head and trying to formulate a sentence for you. It does not always work out in my best interest. And again, I apologize for that. My brain's running about 50 different things all at once, so I can't help it. It is crazy, this match. I don't know why. It's crazy. I've been so excited about calling these matches, having, basically being the JR, not as good as an announcer as JR. I know this. JR is the best announcer. I would put him as my GOAT announcer. Again, my opinion. Those who grew up with Gordon Soley obviously feel a lot differently, but I'm familiar with his work. It's just who I grew up with. JR was the voice of WCW. He left, went to WWE, voiced my my teenage, my end of elementary and start of middle school years. So I got a lot of love for JR. And I think I haven't watched AEW in a hot minute, but I still feel like he could bring the big fight feel to matches. Bring him out for a big match every once in a while. Maybe he could work with the other commentators to get them up to snuff to where he was once at. Again, haven't watched AEW in a hot minute, so I couldn't tell you now. With the impending deal that it's coming to Max, and I believe their first show that will air on Max is January 6th. Sound off in the January 6th. God, I really hope that's not the day. I believe it's the first Wednesday in January. It's the show at Mooresville, North Carolina. I'll be watching it a lot more often then. I don't want to say I kind of lost interest with AEW. I will admit that I am not the biggest CM Punk fan, and I did like the Young Bucks, and I still think they can put on good matches, but it's just I can't. The way the Bucks handled that whole CM Punk thing, very immature. Sorry about that. Like I said, the side effects of having a cold, so I have not been. I'm finally starting to feel better, and trying to pump out the best content for you guys. Not gonna sacrifice, anything less, but the best for you guys. As Bray Wyatt's making his way to the ring, I gotta say, it would be interesting if Bray Wyatt would have survived having that belt on him. It would have been interesting, but I also feel like this particular Bray Wyatt never needed a belt. Actually, none of them ever needed a belt, but I feel like he had one of the... When he was The Fiend, I thought he had a great world title run the first time with The Fiend. Yeah, the way he lost it was not, or won it, was not great. The way he lost it, but I enjoyed it. Look, I was a Goldberg fan at one point, and in fact, I enjoyed that first WWF, or that first comeback from in 2016 after his horrendous 2003-4 run. I enjoyed it, but then, to me, maybe you could have just done one or two more. 2018 here. When did The Fiend, was it 2018, 2019, something like that? At that point, he did not need to be wrestling for a world title. Sorry, is what it is. But we're going to get this matchup underway, and Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, two big beefy men, are going to be taking on each other, and Roman misses that big boot, but he is going to reverse that Irish whip and tosses Bray like a rag doll. And now working over the fist, and now tees off on Bray Wyatt's head, and now in complete and utter control as he is just stomping Bray. And Roman calling for it. Bray on the outside. Whoa! What a counter by Bray Wyatt as he grabs his leg from the baseball slide. And now Bray Wyatt in control. Remember, no holds barred. This match can go anywhere in the arena. And working that knee, that's a smart idea. That is a high IQ play, because if he, with the Superman punch, the spear, the knee damage will greatly impact, his speed on the velocity. It won't be as very powerful as Bray Wyatt's continually working over Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns in trouble here. But like I said, it's gonna work. It's gonna do some cool, it's a great game plan by Bray. He is a master strategist. And now Bray grabbing the table and Roman back in the ring. Bray got the table in, hits that big boot, and Bray's head bounced off one of the feet of the table. And now a T-bone suplex on the table. Superman punch. Spear! What a combo! And now Roman Reigns hooks the leg. Got the shoulder up at 2. Bray has not given up yet. He has not quit fighting. What would be kind of cool is just toss him over the ropes. Roman clears the top, and oh my God. Spear again. Roman Reigns. Reigns supreme. Is that going to be enough for a 3? Yes, it is. Roman Reigns victorious. Roman Reigns reigns supreme in this main event. This has got me excited, folks. Hopefully it's got you excited, because we are going to have some killer banger matchups. I feel like Roman and Bray could definitely cook. It cooked in the past, cook now. 3.5 stars to end Monday Night Raw. Bray Wyatt is hurt, and that's okay. Not super worried about what SmackDown's doing, but Randy Savage versus RVD could be a fun match in the right circumstances. Prime Savage, prime Rob Van Dam. That would put a lot of butts in seats. And that feels like a snore fest right there. Yep. And okay. That looks like it would just suck, but 4 stars. Oh my god. Scarlet and 4 stars. Why? Why? I got a lot of questions. Austin, Texas, vetoing that card. They're going to veto another one. No Asuka, which is a shame because she's probably one of the bad timing. Bianca Belair. Contract's coming to an end. We're going to bring her back, obviously. I don't know how much we're going to bring her back for. Well, I'm going to keep her to the end of the season. That works. Same thing with Roman. His contract's coming up. And I want to keep him to the end of the season. I don't want to deal with no more negotiations. No Asuka. Sorry, Asuka. You're back and now I can't use you. God. Yeah, screw you, Tyler. I'm not really... as much as I like Thea, I feel like we could probably do better. JBL's contract's expiring in 6 weeks. He has been an integral part of this roster. Do I want to bring him back, though? Let's see what's out there. I do want to see what's out there. I want to shop and just see what... McIntyre, Batista, Randy Orton. Nothing I really need. Maurice. I want to get better women. I don't know why, but I feel like we could have some really killer stuff. We can't use it before a PLE. To the moon. Who do I want to use that on? Probably Damian Priest. Yeah, Damian Priest. I don't have anybody injured. Can't use that. Can't use that because it's been used. Can't use that, so I think we're good. Yeah. And your opener, it is going to be JBL taking on Bray Wyatt's hurt for a week. That's fine. Damian Priest, he's going to start this descent to get himself back in the World Heavyweight title hunt. He did not... Was he pinned? Honestly, cannot remember, but it was a lot of fun. It was a great title run, in my opinion. I didn't want him to lose it. Roman Reigns going to call out Bray Wyatt. That's fine. Second match on the card. LA Knight going to take... Oh, well, no. Nope. Gunther takes on Trick Williams. That'll be a fine match for the middle of the card. Semi-main event. LA Knight, well, no, Semi is going to do a little bit of advertising. Semi-main event. We have 2 people out, so we got to make something work. Bianca Belair takes on Alexa Bliss. That should be a fun match. Should be a very fun match. Who knows? Is there going to be interference? Yeah, Thea Hale going to run interference on that one. That's fine. Advertising. Last advertising spot. Logan Paul, because he does have, the promo abilities. Main event, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker for the U.S. title. But, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, currently at 503 subscribers, thank you all for subscribing. Finally hit that goal of 500. Did not expect it before the end of the year. We just slivered in right at the end of November. I want to thank y'all for that, but before I get up on out of here, I gotta plug the last other series that I am running, or gonna be running on this channel. You like hockey, NHL 25, Flyers franchise, we will be picking that back up. It drops Wednesday. It'll be posted in one of these 4 corners here. Should be the Season 1 off-season is the next episode, so definitely recommend you checking that out. NASCAR, NASCAR The Game Inside Line Old School on the Xbox 360. That is every Monday night. It'll be posted in one of these four corners. Madden 25 on the Xbox 360 Commanders franchise live stream. That is every Saturday night. It's going to be posted in one of the four corners. And starting this Friday, the Philadelphia 76ers NBA 2K25 franchise, or My League, whatever it's called, it's going to be posted in one of the four corners. Guys, I got to get up on out here. Hopefully, I see y'all in the next episode. And until next time, my friends, peace out.